Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new episode of Entrepreneurship Lab. My name is Nevena Bajalac. I'm your host, entrepreneur, global business and sales strategist consultant, and a coach. And in Entrepreneurship Lab, as always, we bring you different topics so you can grow your business faster, get those clients and customers, scale, and then if you want, sell your business, right? That's the goal. And in today's topic, I want to talk to you about creating your client avatar, which is crucial for you to understand who is actually your ideal customer and your client, and will help you on that journey of increasing your sales. And as you know, without sales, nothing happens in the business. So I hope you're excited in this episode and you're going to learn a lot. I'm going to make it very practical for you and give you some questions that you can answer so you can identify and create your client avatar. So client avatar is actually, imagine, you know what avatar is. It's like you want to make a profile of a person who is your ideal customer, ideal client, who is buying. So before you even start marketing, when you're testing your niche, you have to see who are my clients, where are they, and so on. So I'm going to give you questions so you can do that on spot with me during this episode. So I hope you have a notebook, you can take a pen, piece of paper, and write these questions down and answer them so you can have clarity on who should I sell. Because the biggest mistake is thinking that everyone should buy from you. No, not everyone will be your client or customer, no matter how good you are at sales. So you want to make sure that you identify those who are and who can be, so you don't spend your time selling and offering and then getting frustrated to wrong people and, nothing happens at the end. So that's what we want to do today. All right. So avatar is the ideal profile of a ideal customer or a client. And not every client or customer will be 100% as your avatar, but at least we want to narrow that down so we have a vision of who are those people and where then to find them. Right. So let's start with some questions. And first question you have to ask yourself, you can ask yourself, well, what attributes do my ideal clients have, right? For example, what age are they, right? Are you selling to parents? Are you selling to mothers? Are you selling to people above 50, or are you selling to teenagers? There is a big difference. So what age group are your clients? This is the first thing you have to answer. Sometimes there is no specific age, or there is like above 20, in my case, entrepreneur business owners, but they're usually above 30, usually, not always. I have some clients who are younger, but usually they are late 20s, 30s, because they're already established or they're into business and so on. So you have to answer what age are they. Then you can say, who are they? What gender are they? Are they men, women, children, right? And I mean, we want to support, you don't have to be gender specific, but you want to understand, is my product, is my clothes for women or is it for men? Is my service for both? Is it for children or is it for parents? So you want to identify that as well, so it can help you understand. Sometimes you can provide service, let's say you're a coach. Some people choose to work only with women. So they say, I am woman coach for women who are going through 1, 2, 3. And then they're very specific. They work only with women. Some are not more specific, but they understand that maybe the ratio of women and men can be different. Maybe they have more men or they have more women. So you can identify that. Or maybe your target audience are actually children. So write those down. Then you can ask yourself, where actually is my client or customer spending time online and offline, right? When they wake up, where do they go? Where do they shop? Which supermarkets? Online, in which groups, Facebook groups will they be, right? Because this is crucial for you to really learn and understand, where can I find them when you're searching online and offline? And it's going to save you a lot of time. So where do they spend time, right? Where are they? So go and write those down, and then you will know where to search and find those people. Okay. Now, next question is very, very important. And you want to ask yourself, what is their biggest pain point? What is their struggle? What is painful for them in the area you're providing solution, of course? Like, what is their biggest point? Because you want to find that unique selling proposition Why is your product better? Why is your service better? Where is their pain point? Okay. And I discovered that in my business, and it helps me grow so fast once I discovered where is their pain point and what is something that other people in my niche were not offering. Even they're much more known and famous than me, but they were missing certain steps. So I realized that, and I jumped in, and this is where I closed many, many clients. Okay. So you want to ask yourself, what are the bigger pain points so I can go in with my product or service and resolve their pain points. Okay. Next question you can ask is, what are their desires? What is it they really desire? What do they want? Okay. We want to identify what solution, what kind of life do they want? What kind of service would they like? What results? Because this will again help you put that in your marketing message, put that in your sales pitch, because you're going to sell them their actual desire. Okay. Now we're going to move on. And the next question you can answer is, what are the benefits that my ideal client wants? You see, when you are selling something, you need to talk about benefits. Why should they buy your product and not someone else's product? Why they should work with you and not with someone else? What are the benefits of it? What's in it for the client? Many people are talking about themselves, right? They're like, our company, you start speaking with someone and they tell you, my company is established in 1974 and I'm already like sleeping, right? Listening their story. I don't care. Your client and customer doesn't care about your story so much. They care what you're going to do for them. They care, are you the person who hears them, who can listen to them, and so on. This is what's going to help you differentiate and get those sales. So you need to put a client in the center. Okay, put the client in the center. The client is the hero of your story. You are there for the client. You're not there to talk about your success, to talk about how long you're having your company and what are different things you're doing, but really listen what they want and then show them the best solution. Be the guy with the solution. Okay. One question, the next one we can answer is really understanding what problems is my ideal client trying to solve. Okay. When I realized this years ago in my business, the biggest problem is always how to find more clients and customers. And this was my message, and still up to this day is message I'm going, where to find more clients, how to increase your sales, where to find your customers, and so on. Now, there are different aspects there when it comes to this topic, from branding, marketing, sales, and so on, finances. But I understood that this is a problem that every entrepreneur and business owner is actually trying to solve, no matter if they're startup or they're $1 billion company. They're all trying to find more clients and customers. So you want in your niche to also really understand what are they trying to solve, what problem, and like I said, be the guy with the solution. Okay. And then you have to be very clear, what solution are you offering to your client? What solution are you offering? Again, how are you different? How is your method different? Some clients and customers will tell you, well, why should I buy and work with you and not with someone else? You need to have this method prepared, this answer prepared, and explain to them what is that you bring to the table, what you're going to bring to the table to them, and then it has to be their decision. Okay, so these questions, when answered, will help you understand who your ideal client is, understand your customer better. And next step is then going and finding them. Okay, finding them online, finding them offline, and creating that customer journey that I always talk about on how I create and put stranger to become my clients, customers, and part of my family, of my company. How do I make and do that? Now, we talked about in some episodes about packaging, and we talk about so many different things that you can do on social media. So make sure to keep listening, because we're going to bring you so many information in this podcast. We're going to interview some really, really successful entrepreneurs and business owners to help you. Okay, so these are the questions I want you to answer for today. And once you do those, you should have the clarity of, wow, I shouldn't be talking with this person because I know they cannot pay. Sometimes you should also decide and put the question, how much are my ideal customer and client earning? What is the, am I working with people who have this range salary, or I'm working with CEOs? Am I working with big businesses, or I'm working with startups? Because they have different budgets and they're going to spend and invest different. Now, when it comes to spending money, it is really what the person perceives important for them. Now, we all have some priorities. There's some things that for me are not important. I don't care about them. But there are other women who will spend so much money on it because for them, it is important. You see, so I'm not ideal client for some of those people offering service and because it's not important for me or to me. So this is what you want to understand, and then say, well, of course, I'm not going to go out there and offer to these type of people or these people because I know they cannot afford my product or service. They cannot afford, it's not their priority. They don't even think about it because they're in different mindset. Their focus in life is different, and so on. So I hope this was really helpful for you, who are listening, and I want you to implement this in practice. And then you need to set a prospecting system in place and sales system in place, and really learn now how to prospect and sell out there. So you're regularly having system in place that brings clients and customer. If you don't have systems in place, prospecting, sales, if you're just trying and texting and testing and hoping for a referral here and there, it means you are not having a business, you're having a hobby, and you're just surviving out there. And you're going to be eaten by expenses. Inflation will kill you, and your business cannot grow without specific systems. So if you need any help, reach out anytime. And I am excited. I cannot wait to see you in the next episode. In the meantime, tag us on your social media stories that you're listening. Share your biggest takeaway, subscribe, download, and like this episode so others can reach and hear it as well. Thank you so much for listening, guys, and I see you in the next episode.